When you're negotiating with Iran, Mr. President, to what extent are Americans' financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all. That's the only thing.
Trump is wearing his heart on his sleeve here, and it's not much of a heart.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
A lot incoming. Okay. That's not allegedly. I think he's actually gay.
That's crazy.
Like, are you serious?
They are literally demon possessed.
Trump just being a total asshole to everybody. Now he's like, my ratings. He's like, my ratings are really bad for these people. And he's just acting like a total douchebag. And he's really showing his true colors the way he's talking to people. He's getting a little bit more aggressive and he's getting more, what do you call it? Arrogant.
Yes.
Yeah, you could see Trump. He's wearing his heart on his little sleeve.
Trump is wearing his heart on his sleeve here, and it's not much of a heart.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
When you're negotiating with Iran, Mr. President, to what extent are Americans' financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all. That's the only thing that matters.
Yeah, that's the only thing that matters. There's so many reports about how Iran does not even want a nuclear weapon and never has.
Right.
Like that's kind of the thing that I'm thinking. They have never really even wanted a nuclear weapon.
Or maybe they did, and they were like, all right, we'll stop, And then what they wanted was they wanted nuclear power, which is completely different than a nuclear weapon.
Yes.
So they wanted nuclear power because it's a huge country. There's like 96 million people in Iran. And so they wanted a whole bunch, they need power there, And so they wanted the nuclear power capabilities for energy. And so, this whole thing is so fake because now you've got like Marco Rubio sitting there and saying they want the Strait of Hormuz opened, right? They want to stop bombing each other and then they'll be good. So really what he wants is it to be exactly how it was before we started this whole thing. Or really, Israel started this whole thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm sick of it, honestly. And that it's very funny, though, and very telling that they don't talk about it. They're not talking about the Iran war right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, why not? Are we getting a lot of casualties? What's actually going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why? There's got to be a reason.
It's probably not something in our favor. Otherwise, President Trump would be boasting about it, So if the less he says about it, the more it says about it.
Right. I agree 100%.
But honestly, I don't want to hear anything he has to say these days anymore anyway. He's just so gross.
This was really interesting. Somebody says this is Rex at Rex Jones News. This is Kim Jong level propaganda because right here, 79 is the new 39. President Trump is aging in reverse.
Yeah.
And then here you got Joe. She says he's literally rotting, but okay.
Oh my God. Yeah, those scratches on his neck. Oh, that's not real, is it?
That's real.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's what he is, So yeah, he's quite the guy. Quite the guy I thought he wasn't.
And they're doing this propaganda so hard with everything, but it's just not hitting the same. Propaganda's not hitting the same. The propaganda's not hitting the same with the aliens. It's not hitting the same with the war. And it's not hitting the same with telling us that Trump is the best president that we've ever had. It did in the beginning. It was exciting. It was cool. But then you started showing your true colors and you started showing us that no, everything you're saying is a lie. You're not helping the economy. Gas is like $8 a gallon right now. Groceries are insane. Everything is going to shit. You're not even deporting people.
You don't care at all.
And you don't care. You're saying you want to sit there and you say you have 100% approval rating. That's insane.
Yeah, whoever's telling you that, it's not true.
It's not true. You need to give it a break. Yeah. Stop with the propaganda, please. We're sick of it. We're tired.
Yeah, you're wasting our money.
You're wasting our money and you're wasting our time, which is more important.
Yes.
Just get back to work, okay? Actually go do something.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
So this is Polymarket. It says Justin Yahoo calls for Israel to wean itself off remaining U.S. military support.
Wow.
Mm.
That would be crazy. He says it before before Trump says it? That's
Okay,
crazy.
yeah. Thank you, Mr. President.
The true president.
Yes. Speaking of government officials, Nick Fuentes, in my opinion, is a CIA agent.
Yes, I agree.
Totally, 100%. And
I agree.
the Ian Carroll episode just kind of put it out there that his behavior changed so drastically towards Israel, so much so that like Dan Bilzerian was calling him and saying like, "What? We were just talking about something different. Now you're pushing out a totally different narrative."
Right.
So yeah, just another thing to say, and then how he was all about selling Epstein shirts. That's where Nick Fuentes lost. I mean, I'm not his target audience, obviously, but
Right.
I was like, oh, this guy is total trash. He's wearing an Epstein shirt, making a joke out of such terrible things that are alleged about Epstein. You know what I mean?
And he also did say that the kids, they weren't 5-year-olds. They were barely legal girls, right? But it's like,
Disgusting.
actually, there's tons of proof that there was literal children.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're not that ill-informed. So quit pretending to be that ill-informed.
Yeah.
You know what's going on. And then right after that, you start selling his merch. Insane.
Weird, creepy behavior.
And then we've got, this is just a quick clip of Nick just going off about a man praising, first of all, the man is praising Nick for being an awesome man. And he's saying, I have 3 daughters at home. I'm so proud. Nick just goes off on him. So take a look at this, you guys.
On August 5th, married with 3 white girls. That's the dream, lol. But that girl dad right as a message to was gay. Been listening for almost 2 months. You've opened my eyes to many things. Mainly Israel. Trump has been super weak, especially at the RNC. Just some thoughts from the last couple months. God bless, brother. Thank you.
That's the dream. That's like the worst dream ever. Best dream ever? Second best dream ever? Sex dream. Third best dream, lightsaber. Fourth best dream, sex dream. Like, living the dream.
What?
3 daughters.
Those are his
Like,
dream-
you're the
those are his
gayest
best
guy
dreams.
ever. You're gayer than gay guys. That's crazy. I'm living the dream. Daughters. Wow, a lot of manis and petties, a lot of tea
What is
parties
he on, like,
and
a whole bunch of drugs right
Yeah,
now?
like what
drama.
is he
So
swiping his
today,
face?
Stacey was like, such a fucking bitch. Oh my gosh. And then Bradley was like, dude, I just can't even. I literally can't even.
Isn't that what
Women
white girls
talk to me,
say?
my eyes just glaze over.
Like he can't even, like
So I
totally,
can't
like
imagine
can't
being in a house with 4
even.
of them. You're like a prisoner. You're like a prisoner of war. I'd rather be a prisoner of war in Vietnam than be a captured prisoner in a house full of women.
He'd rather be a prisoner of war than have a family. What?
Well,
Tell
he's
me-
probably gonna get what he wants.
Right. Tell me you're gay without telling me that you're gay.
Yeah.
Another gay man.
What do you even
Another
do? How do you
waste
even
of a
live like that?
man.
Where do you even go? You can't even escape. You marry a woman and then it's all women in your house. And at dinner, it's all you and 4 chicks
Gee.
at the dinner table. You
You'd
and
rather
4
be surrounded
chicks.
by men.
Who do you talk to about like war movies and like cool stuff? Like, I don't understand. I was thinking about that.
Who also, it's like he's cosplaying a man because he's like, and who do you talk about like war movies and cool stuff?
Yeah.
Is that what he thinks men talk about
Yeah, like
all day? Just cool war movies and
He's-
stuff?
he's way off base here. He's not making any sense. He's not relating, and he's making himself look like a total incel fool. And very weak. And I really hope the younger generation of men are not looking up to him as, like anything really, other than
Right.
just like a silly guy that talks about politics, because that's what he is at this point.
Yeah, no, he's hardly a silly guy, actually. I think that he's totally controlled opposition. It's very interesting that on January 6th, part of the whole J6 thing that had happened, he was there with a megaphone telling people to storm the Capitol. So he was part of the people trying to get people to go and invade the Capitol, right? And those people that did that ended up going to prison for a long time. And they were still in prison up until Trump had just gone into the office. He finally, let them get out. But very interesting that Mr. Gay Boy here was sitting there screaming, telling people to do that, which is very, very Fed thing to
Yeah,
do.
totally.
He's sitting here trying to make everybody hate Israel which he did. He had a huge part in doing that. And then the second that he starts doing that and everybody starts being like, yeah, F Israel, right?
Yeah.
He turns on them and says, no, it's not all it's not all that. This is low IQ anti-Semitism, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's just totally turning on him. And
Flip the switch.
and then he's telling all these young men to not have children, not have a family. Women are horrible. He hates women, can't stand being near a woman. He hates their voice. Also, the guy's a virgin. Very interesting. He's like 28 years old. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, it just adds to everything else. Things with him just keep piling more and more and more. And it is just so obvious that he's controlled op, in my opinion.
I agree.
It's the
Nick
truth.
Fuentes is kicking the can.
Kick it down the street, man. You out of here.
See ya, Nikki. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you haven't already, go ahead and download us on Spreaker or wherever you get your podcasts.
And if you want to support the channel, just check out our Patreon. We also have some new merch available. Until next time, guys.